How long did y'all really think you would keep us down and out with our information? How long did you really think it would be until we woke up and started claiming back who we were and claiming back our lands and going back to our power? Look at this right here. $20,000 for a book by Miss Sooty Face, Rosa M Williams. Shout out to this beautiful sister being led by the Most High. She asked all the right questions. She was awakened and ordained and used by the Most High to write this book, to bring the two sticks together, to make a connection between the indigenous American copper-colored Shemites and the Israelites, the Choctaw tribe, the Seminole tribe. She wrote a book that's now cost $20,000. She fought with the American government. She fought with the local police force around her. She started a movement, and she left you a legacy. I can't stand when Black Americans say, my ancestors didn't leave me anything. My mom didn't leave me nothing. My grandparents didn't leave us nothing. All you want is money, 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 wealth, wealth, wealth. All you wish is that your grandma left you a bunch of funny money, a bunch of Caucasian greenbacks that are not backed by anything, that don't mean anything. You've been left the world. You've been left everything by your ancestors. You've been left a lineage so powerful, so coveted, so sought after, that right now to this day, you have people rummaging through your ancestors' letters to you, rummaging through your property that was left to you, claiming it as their own, claiming to be your ancestors. That's how jealous the entire world is of what your ancestors left you. This sister asked all the right questions. She asks, who am I? Why am I the color I am? Why are these people this way? Why are that people that way? Before she just sat down and read the Bible, she prayed before she did. And she asked the Most High for eyes to see and ears to hear. Show me who these people are. Show me who I am as a Black woman. Show me who these people are as Black men and Black women. Show me who I am as a nation. Reveal to me. Give me the eyes to see. Give me the ancestral abilities. Give me the Akashic records, access to them, so I can know who I am, know who my people are, know who these people of these books are, the scriptures are, of this land are. And the Most High granted her wish, showed her who she was, and she left you a legacy telling you, and they've priced it at $20,000 to keep you away from it. This sister is connecting the copper-colored indigenous Shemitic tribes over here, the wandering tribes, as I read in 3 Nephi, that you became after being split apart, after being broken up. You guys became wandering tribes. The remnants of Israel, the tribe of Joseph, Ephraim, Manasseh, were brought over here, led over here. And you guys became wandering tribes known as things like Choctaw, Seminole, and others. Blackfoot. You can go and you can check it out what she's linked to this. And she links it to the tribe of Joseph, fulfilling the prophecy of Ezekiel 37. I asked the same questions. When I was awakened, I asked the same things. Why am I the color I am? Why am I this way? Who are these people? Why are these people this way and we're this way? Where did I come from? Who am I? Who are my people? Is the world really the way it is? I looked around, I was raising a Christian household, and I said, this can't be it. If we're waiting on the Caucasian Christian church to save all of us and to come out and break out and do something big, then we're dead. There's no hope for us. As many of us started in the conspiracy theorist communities, we looked up flat earth, we looked up the moon landing, we looked up hollow earth, we investigated this. How many videos can you watch about pedophile cults in Hollywood? How many videos can you watch that just tell you that evil wins? That these evil groups of people are able to do whatever they want and nobody stops them. I asked the right questions and the Most High woke me up. I got so upset about that. And I kept on yelling and getting in debates with my mother and my family members. This can't be it. This can't be it. And he woke me up and he showed me the truth, just like he did Miss Rosa M Williams here. And we saw the truth. She saw the truth. And we began to wake our brothers and sisters up. $20,000 for a book linking Black Americans to the tribe of Ephraim through the indigenous tribes of America, fulfilling the prophecy of Ezekiel 37, the stick of Judah and the stick of Joseph coming together. We are the only ones fulfilling prophecy. We are the only ones fulfilling the prophecy of the Egyptians, of Atlantis, of the Israelites. Revelation 2:9, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. You are not poor. You are not broke slaves that just came over here on slave boats that have no ancestors, that never wrote down any type of history. You have the richest history, but thou art rich. I know thy works. I know what your forefather Abraham did. I know what Enoch did. I know what Noah did. I know what Moses did. I know what Israel did, Jacob did. I know what Judah did. I know what Joseph did. I know your ancestors. You're not poor. You are rich. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews but are not, but the synagogue of Satan. I know the blasphemy of those who say they are indigenous Americans but are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. Your ancestors left you everything. They left you a lineage that is so coveted to this day. You have 7 nations, you have multiple nations of people picking at it, playing dress up as you, stealing your letters, stealing your ancestors' information, stealing your ancestors' names and calling themselves that. That's how sought after your inheritance is. Talking about your grandparents, your ancestors left you nothing. Get out of here. Your forefather, Enoch, left you the keys to a lockbox, to a box of inheritance, of wealth, so valuable. They have to go out of their way to hide this from you, to make sure you don't even read it. They removed it from your family's lineage because this gift that you inherited is so powerful. These keys to a lockbox of treasure so valuable. Look at this book, it's shining. This is what your forefather left you. Your history has been archived by your ancestors. It has been written down. The terms you created, the stories you created, the games you created, the fashion you created, everything you've done has been written down and recorded by your ancestors who love you and who have passed down to you your own lineage that has nothing to do with Africa, and Africa has nothing to do with it. This is what your forefathers left you, story after story, record after record, true account after true account of what they've created, of what they've done, of terms they've created, the Harlem Renaissance, World War I, World War II. Your ancestors have documented it and have kept track. Don't disrespect your ancestors talking about they left you nothing. They left you everything. Your forefather, Jasher, left you everything to the point they had to remove this because the information was so valuable. They couldn't keep it around. The Essenes left you lots of information, reminding you who you were, reminding you of what your mission is, reminding you of what your purpose is, and to complete it, you've been left the world. Through these records that were left to you, you can see that all this was passed down to you. The line of Shem will no longer be discontinued. The heritage of the Israelites, Judah, Joseph, and all the 12 tribes and everyone who came before them will no longer be discontinued by the other nations and by Lucifer. It will no longer be taken out and be hidden or be put underneath another banner that does not belong under. The Israelites and Atlanteans connected. The information of the Atlanteans were passed down through who? The Israelites. Passed down through Abraham. Teachers like Abraham, who were given the divine knowledge of Lemuria and Atlantis. Enoch, who was given this information, was passed down through the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, down to those who are being reincarnated today in America. The Atlanteans coming back today in the end days, the true latter-day saints, the indigenous Americans, Judah, Joseph, the two sticks coming together in the prophecy of Ezekiel 37 will not be stopped. We are the only ones who match the descriptions of the prophecies of the Israelites, the Atlanteans, American Indians, Ameri-Israelites, and the Egyptians. All of it connected. And we are the common denominator. We are the ancestors. We are what and who this lineage was left to bring out in these end days. You've been left an inheritance so large and so profound in that book about Atlantis. It tells you that there's a treasure that is uncountable. There is an amount of gold and wealth that is uncountable, that is being held under the earth in stores of the earth, that is for a nation that is going to rise up in spiritual pureness in the end. That's talking about you. You've been left everything. Look at what this beautiful sister left you. She was fighting with the American government. She was fighting with the police force. She started her own movement, and she left you this legacy. Thank you, Miss Rosa M. Williams, for the work that you did and for being used by the Most High to wake your people up, to wake the wandering tribes that were once one tribe under the banner of Israel, under the banner of Joseph, who now become wandering tribes and have lost their identities. Thank you for the work you've done and bringing them together. You would be amazed of what was happening in these end days and how your book and how your mission is being fulfilled in these end days. Thank you. Look at this woman's a superhero. She was fighting with the government. She was fighting with the police force. She had sisters underneath her getting arrested, not letting these devils take the children. She started a movement, the seed of Joseph. She knew who she was. She cried out and she asked, and she was told. Many of us are doing the same thing. You were not left nothing. You were left an inheritance that equates to so much you can't even imagine. Now, I already told you guys how I had this book for over a year, 2 years in my eBay wish list. And how I looked at it, I asked some people around, I asked around about it, and I couldn't find anything about it. And a year and a half later, I'm sitting in traffic and I see some sister reading it on TikTok. So I believe, especially after reading about her movement, Rosa M. Williams would want a sister to bring it out. I think a sister's supposed to be bringing this book out. So I have the PDF, but I've been reading it for myself, and I haven't made a lot of videos on it, or any videos on it, because there's a lot of sisters already doing the work. Shout out to the Most High. We're the only ones fulfilling Israelite, American Indian, Egyptian, and Atlantean prophecy. That's us.